Hi there, are you struggling with trying to build some new habits? Imagine a life where you didn't have to. If you could control your mind and behavior to do what you want instead of allowing your mind to control you, then there's really no limit to what you can do. There are tricks and tools that you can use to help you, but it all starts with knowledge. When I first realized what habits really are and how they work, it helped me so much. And that is precisely what we're going to talk about in this video, so keep watching. Hi and welcome dear leaders, Teresa here from Lead Yourself. I'm helping you to lead your life towards more freedom and more happiness by providing insights and tips on how to improve your life when it comes to time, energy and money. If you're new here and you want to take advantage of those insights and tips, consider hitting that subscribe button right now. So this is the second video in my series about building habits that last, and we'll be talking about the workings behind habits. Having this deeper understanding helps us to figure out what we might be doing wrong when things aren't working out. So what are habits? What Wikipedia tells us is that a habit is a routine of behavior that is repeated regularly and tends to occur subconsciously. Basically, habits can be described as automated shortcuts. Our brain constantly seeks to be as efficient as possible, and things that we do regularly without thinking about them, like breathing, walking, and eating, most of the time don't require too much thought intervention to do. We just do them. Have you ever experienced that level of naturally performing an action when you decided you wanted to start going to the gym or practice a new language every day? My guess is you probably haven't, or else you would not be watching this video right now. When a habit is truly developed, it becomes second nature. Most of us have things that we do every morning, for instance eating breakfast, brushing our teeth, and taking a shower. Do you need to push yourself to do those every day, or are they things that you just do? What happens inside your brain when you form a habit is that you form what's sometimes called a habit loop. The loop consists of 4 parts: a cue or trigger, a craving, a response in the form of a routine, and a reward. Most things that you do more or less subconsciously are working this way. A cue could be a feeling like hunger, the craving would be wanting to eat something, the response or routine would be eating, and the reward would be feeling full and satisfied. Another cue could be observing that your plants have dried out, which might cause you to want to water them and actually do that, and observing them come to life again. Yet another cue could be waking up in the morning, craving a glass of water, drinking, and feeling energized. In order for a habit loop to work, all 4 steps are essential. If there's no cue, you will most likely have to think very hard to remember what you should do, and you will have a situation where you constantly forget to do whatever you set out to do. If you do not crave to do something, or if that something provides you with no reward whatsoever, you will constantly have to force yourself to do that particular thing and spend a ton of energy doing so. And of course, if there is no routine, you really just have a series of thoughts that will lead nowhere. The habit loop holds some similarities with the belief cycle, and it kind of shows us a little bit how the brain works. We learn through a process of reinforcement learning. The way that we learn involves a repeated process of action, feedback, and adjustment. And once a new skill or belief is formed, our brain internalizes it and forms things like habit loops and belief cycles. Much of this happens when the brain is young, when we're small kids. So it's no wonder that those habits or beliefs are hard to change sometimes. If you want to learn more about belief cycles and changing your beliefs, check out the video in the card above. Doing so might be a good idea, as beliefs can affect our habits quite a lot. Your inner beliefs affect your identity and how you view yourself, and this has a huge effect on what habits you will be able to build and where you will be struggling. So now we know how habits work. They are basically optimized behavior controllers in our brain, and once they are formed, the brain spends very little effort when taking action. That's when we talk about doing things subconsciously or automated. But how about if you want to quit doing something? You can, right? Well, yes you can, but you would not be erasing the habit loop from your brain, you would be replacing it. When I quit sugar, I replaced it with drinking water. So whenever I was craving candy, I had a glass of water instead. And it worked. After a while, I started craving water instead. But had I just tried to quit without replacing the routine, I would probably not have been able to control myself and the craving would have taken over. But as I replaced the routine, my brain started associating the craving with water instead of sugar. Our brain isn't really that smart in that regard. It's just a bunch of connected neurons, really. It's quite easy to trick into creating new neuron connections, and once you truly understand that, you will have mastered the art of leading yourself. Well, perhaps there's a bit more to it, but you will have come a long way. Then practice makes perfect. So to summarize, the brain is always looking to be as efficient as possible, and habit loops are very efficient once they are properly formed. They make us go on autopilot, so to speak, and you can't really erase a habit loop, but you can replace it. The nice part of knowing all of this is that it provides us with a lot of tools and points of attack that we can use both to get rid of bad habits and to form new habits. That's basically what I had to share with you today. It's a little bit shorter video than usual, but I wanted to split this part out so that I could give more focus to the next part, which digs into what tools and tricks you can use to build those new habits. So I hope to see you in that video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified. Now go check out some more videos. Thanks for watching. I see you soon. Bye!